it's a problem. You know, whether they backed off, whether we got better, probably a combination of both. But first period, they were skating, we were chasing, and we did a lot of it. Mistakes, you know, to me, simple mistakes. And you know, I think any word that you wanted to choose to describe it, you'd probably be right.
Giving up 7 goals, I guess the first period, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, if there's any team that you don't want to have a slow start in, it's them. I mean, why tonight? You know, why?
We talked about it. It's a point of emphasis, and some guys were ready, some guys weren't, and it showed. It showed. They had speed, and again, there were times that it looked overwhelming.
Yet in the third, Todd, you found a battle level there that allowed you to kind of dictate play there for a while, outshoot them and everything else. That's got to be part of the frustration as a coach, I would imagine.
You see it and you wonder why you didn't get it earlier. And I know that they were pushing, but yeah, just wasn't good enough. We weren't ready to start the game.
Todd, is there a theme running through these 8 games, or does it feel like it's a different thing, a different line every night?
That's hard for me to comment on because it's going back over the games. You look at LA and certain games that we were in, and we were in the third period, and found ways to lose the games. But I remember coming out of those games feeling that the effort was there, and for the most part, our systematic play was there. But then there's been other games where the systematic play is erratic, and then the play, just the battle level and the compete level.
Nick said it's starting to feel like the season is on the brink. Is that the desperation you want the team to feel, or are you trying to get them to the point where they feel a little more confident?
No, the reality, I think you got to deal with the reality, what the reality is and where we're at.
Is that the reality of where you're at?
Well, we're 4-9-1, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure where the other teams are at. But I do know, based on past experiences, that you dig yourself a hole, and right now we've dug ourselves a hole, and we're sitting in it. It's tough to get out of that hole.
Todd, some of the guys mentioned there was a meeting or whatever you want to call it afterwards. What's the nature of that? What are you guys saying to one another now at this point?
Well, I'm not going to get into what was said in the locker room and things that were shared either from myself or the players.